This week we actually met up on Saturday, the day before Easter, and we had an amazing turnout. Ollie is starting us off, working on his backside carves.
Oh, if you're, I see what you're saying. So you're making like...
So what I was trying to get out there is that Ollie's actually approaching the wall pretty direct and making a sharp turn, but he's not really pumping while he's going up the wall.
Yeah, it's nice.
You'll note that he starts going a little bit wider and pumping up the wall more and more, and that's getting him more speed.
Yeah, yeah!
Note that he is still hitting this back wall very direct, almost like a half pipe. And what I really appreciate about this is he's not fully comfortable with his frontside kick turns and carves yet, so he's going slow to try to get used to that feeling so that he can eventually build up to it. Here you can see he's starting to enter the bowl a little bit wider. Note his angle of entry. It's going more towards the sidewalls now. And now you can see he's coming in very wide and making a big wide carve across that back wall. Ultimately, this means he's got enough speed where he doesn't need to do a tic-tac in the center. But here's where you can see where not being comfortable with frontside carves is a bit of a hindrance because he has to try to carve back to get around that back pole.
If I could ever get on, I'll let you know if I feel the same.
Guanbo is up next, and here he is working a little bit on his ollies. And he's made huge progress with his ollies, but you can see that as he squats, he's very unsteady. And this is where I actually think that rolling makes it a little bit easier. Note how much cleaner his technique is when he's holding onto the fence. And I think a big reason for that is he doesn't feel unsteady as he squats down. Next, he moves on to his backside carves. And I realized I had given him some feedback to keep his knees bent, but I think the real problem is that he doesn't know when to bend his knees, because you don't really want to just bend them and keep them bent the entire time. And this is where I think learning to pump the transitions is a key element. So I guess the answer is, if you don't know how to pump transitions, yes, you kind of do want to keep your knees bent for the majority of it. And I guess one way you can think of it is, as you're going up the transition, let the board come up underneath you so you bend your knees naturally. But even with his legs being relatively straight and stiff, he's doing a pretty amazing job considering. You can really see him going higher on that back wall and cutting it in a little sharper. And Longo, who we had met once before at Long Beach, showed up to skate with us. Thomas is up next, and he's continuing to work on carving through the floorboard. And note that the camera zoomed out quite a bit. I did this so that people can see the differences between the different lines that people are taking, and kind of think of different ways that they may be able to go around this bowl. And you can really see how much more comfortable Thomas is with his frontside carves now. Even his backside carves have improved quite a bit. You'll see that he's starting to pump a little bit more through those corners. I do feel like he's still a bit stiff though as he's going through these carves, and would like to see him relaxing his upper body a bit more, and also bending his knees a little bit more as he reaches the peak of his carves. But that's really going to come with just repetition and getting used to these carves. And next up is Rich, and he's also continuing to work on his lines in the flow bowl. And if you watch closely on the frontside carve he's doing on this wall to the left, you'll see that he's pumping harder and harder on each pass. And ultimately, it's going to start sending him into this back bowl with more and more speed. And you can tell he's getting more comfortable because as you watch this next roll in, you'll see how much harder he pumps on the roll. Mark showed up, and as usual, was just tearing up the bowl. I've actually been analyzing Mark's lines pretty heavily to see how he's generating so much speed as he goes around this bowl. Part of it is that he is pumping everything. But he also is a catalyst for making me change my line as I'm going through this back bowl, which helped me derive a lot more speed coming out. Shawn showed up as well, and as with Mark, I've been analyzing his lines quite a bit to see how he also generates such a large amount of speed. Stevie is up next. And here, Stevie starts approaching frontside slash grounds. And here is the elder skatesman himself, Tristan.
Yeah!
And I'm up last, and I'm continuing to try to get more and more comfortable hitting the code. And if I don't fall, did I really skate? And I decided I actually need to learn how to fly out of this ball. With all the falling I do, you'd think I'd be getting better at it. If you're still here, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you at our next session, which is this Sunday, April 27th at Veterans.